Welcome to the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. I'm Dr. Nikki Cottis.
I'm Dr. Alejandro Elias.
And I'm Dr. Gabrielle Manto. Together, we help wellness practitioners build profitable, scalable businesses without sacrificing their health, their families, or their freedom.
On this podcast, we'll talk profit, leadership, and ownership, so your business works for you, not the other way around.
This is the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode and brand new edition of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. My name is Nikki Cottis, and I will be one of your three hosts throughout your listening adventures of the Wealthy Practitioner. So if you guys were live at our event in St. Pete last week, you saw the official reveal of the rebrands. And so my podcast, Aligned for Success, is now officially rebranded into the Wealthy Practitioner. And Stephanie Wagner's has gone from the Wealthy Practitioner to Meant to Win. And so first I want to talk to you guys about why did we do that? What's the purpose of it? Like, make it make sense. And first and foremost, when I first started my podcast, Aligned for Success, it really was to give me authority as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a mom, as a coach inside of the Wealthy Practitioner, and to just start to tell my stories, like what makes Nikki Nikki and how did I get to where I was. So that was the whole intention of starting my podcast. And Stephanie's with the Wealthy Practitioner, she's evolved as a human and as a coach for sure. And if you're in our ecosystem in any sense of the word, you know that she really focuses heavily on mindset. And the things that she can coach people on and the things that she's helping people with goes so far beyond brick and mortar that it's kind of limiting for her to just stay as being, quote, the wealthy practitioner. So over the past 6-ish months, she's really been changing her vision of what she's building up inside of the Dr. Stephanie Wagner brand and then what happens inside of the Wealthy Practitioner brand. So with all of that being said, the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast will now be hosted by me, Gabrielle Manto, and your other coach, Alejandro Elias. And so we're really excited, number one, because all three of us are really unique, and I think we all bring different strategy points and key insights into how to build businesses and how to just honestly be a good human and live a really good and full life. So a few months ago, Stephanie told me that she was a little bit sad about getting rid of the Wealthy Practitioner name because it does have brand recognition. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And so she asked me if I wanted to take over the Wealthy Practitioner name. And of course, I'm so honored and I'm thrilled to be able to have this opportunity to take that name and really give it what it deserves, right? I'm going to do my very, very best to make sure that you guys who are tuning in are still getting a ton of value from all of us. And I'm excited too that I get to share a little bit of the legwork with two other people. I'm not going to lie to you. I know that when I've come on here and talked before, I'm like, every week you have to think of something. It's not hard, but it's hard, you know? You have to think of a topic. You have to make sure that you do it. You have to have it submitted in time. You have to have all these things ready to go. And it's not just a matter of sitting down for 5 minutes, hitting record and being done. It's pretty intensive, right? And it's every single week. So I'm super excited to share this podcast with two amazing, amazing people. And all three of us are thrilled to take over the Wealthy Practitioner name. And so I do want to tell you guys a little bit about all three of us. And then very soon, as soon as we're all able to, we are going to record a podcast, the three of us, and just let you guys know about all three of us a little bit more. But for me, of course, you guys know I'm a mom to the cutest little girl with the craziest, most Texas housewife hair ever. She's 7. Her name is Hazel Jane. And I've been a business owner for 10 years. And the very short version of my business growth is that when I opened my practice, growth happened so fast for me that it was almost overwhelming, but I did it all in every wrong way that you possibly could. I built it without any sort of foundation. I worked all the time. I learned the hard way what happens when success outpaces the structure. And one day I decided, you know what? I'm sick of this shit and I don't want to do it anymore. So I literally completely changed the model of my practice. And then I rebuilt it. And so today I run a very successful, thriving practice. I have 2 doctors. I have an incredible team. And honestly, I can be in or out of the business as much as I want to. And I say that very, very humbly and very gratefully because I could not do anything that I do without the team that I have. Because number one, they care about me as a person and they know that I've hustled for a long time. And number 2, they know that they've got this, right? And so it's a really wonderful place for me to be in at this point in my career, but it was not always like that. And so my real perspective comes from rebuilding, from leadership, and from creating sustainability. Now, Gabrielle's story, hers looks different because she's smarter than me and she built very quickly, but she built it really clean. She built to over $500,000 in under 2 years, closer to 18 months. And it's because she surrounded herself with the right mentors early. She made aligned decisions from the very beginning. And so because of that, her practice started quickly, stayed very sustained, and she's just honestly, she's a badass, and you guys are going to love to hear from her as well. But her lens really comes from clarity, execution, and doing things right most of the time, the first time. I'm sure she would tell you she's made plenty of mistakes, but just from what I know about Gabrielle and inside of TWP, she's built a practice very fast and very, very, very structurally sound. And that is nearly impossible to see without the right people in your corner. And then there's Alejandro. And so Alejandro, he's not new to the TWP community, but he is new to the coaching side of it. We're all really excited to have him. He brings a completely different lens. Number one, he's a dude, right? We're all females. So Alejandro brings that BDQ energy, a bro don't quit. And Alejandro has 5 clinics. His vision is massive and it's unapologetic. This dude and his wife, Emily, they want 300 offices, right? And so that's like a crazy vision. You know what else makes a good vision is when other people know your vision. And I know both Gabrielle and Alejandro's visions and missions. And that is also what makes them super, super solid because they're rooted in what they know that they want and how they're going to get that. So him and his wife, Emily, they're building like with grit and discipline and an unshakable belief in just what's possible. So he's doing everything rooted in those standards and the systems and leadership at a really high level of scale. So he brings expansion energy. He brings bro energy. He doesn't just bring ambition. He brings the willingness to carry the weight and all that comes with it. So between the 3 of us, you're going to hear different perspectives. We're all in different seasons. The day that I'm recording this is Alejandro's 30th birthday. And I literally said to him, bro, you're so established for 30. I'm 40. And so I'm like, dang, he's like crushing it, right? So we have 3 different people at 3 very different seasons of life. And we also have different approaches when it comes to building and running our practices. And honestly, guys, that's what makes Wealthy Practitioner so awesome. Just one part of it. It's because we do have all these different people and perspectives and mindsets and things and teachings and mess ups and successes, etc., that we can come and teach you. And so, but we all have the same commitment to helping practitioners reach new levels of success. And so we are still going to talk strategy. We're still going to talk mindset. We're going to talk about the same things that you're used to hearing on my podcast and on the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. But we're also going to talk about capacity, leadership, different seasons of life, being a mom, being a dad, money, team dynamics, and the parts of building a business that don't always fit into our highlight reel. So what we're going to do, we're going to share our mistakes. We're going to share our wins, and we're always going to share with you guys the things that we're learning in real time. So if you guys like to Align for Success, please stay tuned and continue to listen to the Wealthy Practitioner Practitioner. If you guys liked the Wealthy Practitioner podcast with Steph, don't be upset. She is going to make special guest appearances in here, as she always does. And we're going to throw some Steph rants on. Anytime she gets pissed off inside of a call, we're going to take that, we're going to clip it, we're going to let you guys hear it, because she will always be the face and the CEO of the Wealthy Practitioner. And the three of us, we promise to honor and to take this torch of this podcast and to carry it into this next evolution of what this podcast is becoming. And so, guys, we're really glad you're here, and we're really excited to bring you into what we're building next. And so, you guys need to join the Facebook group, Wealthy Practitioner on Facebook. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you need to follow us on Instagram. And the last thing I want to say to you guys is welcome to the new Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. If you want to connect with other practitioners just like you, be sure to join our Facebook group at The Wealthy Practitioner, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. See you next week.